Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, first of all, we call praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawashi144 and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach us the truth and rule well. And peace, love, and salutation and blessing unto the hopeful elect and those who are sincerely hastening the day that the Heavenly Father Yahweh is going to send His Son Yahawashi. It's going to be very, very soon. Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, is about to come and deliver the elect of Israel, which you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, while destroying our enemies, man. And we in them times, man. In fact, that's why the Lord has woken up His prophets, beginning with the, elder alphabets back in the late 1960s, going down to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and the men that you see who teach the same doctrine, week in and week out, on the streets, and then posting up lessons during the week on YouTube, because the Lord has been showing a sign that He's coming, man. And we see it. Everything that we have been prophesying about, everything is within reach. All of the major prophecies, Civil War, the economy crashing, the mark of the beast, World War III, everything is in play right now, man. And those who can't see it, really you don't want to see it because you're engulfed in this wickedness. Because the Lord is coming with fire, a great judgment. And these people are going to starve even before then. Before then, you're going to have a time like never before where you're going to have starvation, where you're going to have famine, where you're going to have pestilences. The Lord is going to bring down great judgments upon these people because they don't take heed to His word, especially 2/3 of our people. You're rebellious, and you just believe that the Most High will neither do good nor evil. When everything before our faces right now is letting us know that He's coming soon, man. You got America who just took Venezuela, basically, saying they're going to take Greenland. We seeing the pieces fall into place for World War III, man. Brother got something.
This is Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 30. It says, "Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people, still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, everyone to his brother, saying, Come and let I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh from the Lord. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them, for with their mouth they sheweth much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness."
Right, and Jake, our people have been in that spirit. Actually, as I was walking up, it was a Jake up here, basically in that same spirit.
Right.
I know about that, Israelite, this and that.
Don't forget the cigarette.
Nigga, this is very serious, man. It's a lot that comes behind this, man. It's not just about knowing that you're an Israelite. It's about these prophecies popping off. And great destruction is coming. The Lord's going to even kill most Israelites that's in America.
Yep. 2/3.
A lot of them want to know that they're Israelites. They know that they may have heard this, but they don't take heed to the words. They don't take heed to the prophecies. Even what our Lord Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, what He said: earthquakes in diverse places, wars and rumors of wars, signs in the heavens, pestilence. All these things have been happening at an unprecedented rate at the same time, and Jake don't take heed to it.
Now they want to go chase the bag.
Right.
They be streamers and podcasters and shit.
But still vote.
How about that? Be philosophical.
They want to be rappers, Christians, and all this other stuff.
At the end of the world.
Right.
Hey.
And it's crazy because you know how you know that Jake knows what this is about, like the things that we talk about. You know that they're aware because all these different stratas of society that Jake is in, they always biting off of what we say. Okay, the MOTV, we the ones that came up with that term. Mm-hmm. The C hip.
Yep.
The digital currency. Geopolitics. Bringing out things about the scriptures and Esau trying to connecting things to prophecy, man. Now everybody's on that same wave. Why? Because they paying attention to what we're saying, man.
Right.
Okay? But they want to still do their own thing, man.
Right.
They want to serve the Lord how they want to serve the Lord, man.
Right. It may sound cool to them, and they want to sound like they know something around people. Oh, I know a little bit about the Israelite shit. I know. Mm-hmm. All right, man.
Yep.
But James said, be a doer.
Right. This is, Mars Hill name is all over again, but just with the internet.
Yep.
That's all it is. Verse 32, it says, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song, of one that has a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. And when it cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet has been among them.
Right. That's the time that we in, in which it's going to be known that a prophet has been amongst these people. Because the things that they have heard us say, see, the men of Great Millstone actually prophesied, occupied in prophecies, meaning say before it happens. And we've been prophesying of the downfall and destruction of America, and that is soon, that is imminent. The signs that we bring out, the precepts of prophecies, and the things that we see, it lets us know that it's imminent. Yes, there will be no food in the stores soon, and people gonna know, yeah, man, that's it. No food in the stores. It will be civil war, and you seeing it pop off now.
Right.
We actually been watching and seeing the tensions raised for years, man. You know, at some point the bubble's gonna burst, man. You got these rich bankers building bunkers. I'm gonna tell you that this place is gonna be new. And now you got all types of videos on TikTok, World War III. It's this, that.
Yep.
And the only way they could subdue this place is to shoot nukes at her. That's the only way. And they know that. So therefore they have what? Nukes.
Nukes. Got the nukes.
We've been telling you that the NATO and the EU was going to break up.
Yep.
And now you have 7 nations in the NATO saying if America takes Greenland from Denmark, the NATO is going to just break up. It's going to be over with. And America will be an enemy to those European nations.
And the damage is done because of this, these threats. NATO is like, man, we can't trust America. The damage is done just by what they're saying. Oh, so, okay, you just want to take the land that's not even yours for your own ambitions? All right, so it's sowing seed already in the minds of the people in Europe. All right, it's a done deal.
They're going to hate this place.
Yeah.
You know, at my job, I was dealing with an Edomite, you know, and the conversation was so cordial. I'm just listening to him, actually. He has his phone, he got CNBC playing on his phone as I'm talking to him, and he, you know, he's just talking, and I'm just letting him speak as if I agree with him, which I know is about to happen, as far as Trump taking Venezuela and all these different things. And these Americans, they are proud.
Yep.
They justify their actions. It ain't just Trump.
No, these regular Edomites.
They're proud.
You know,
Yeah,
They're proud. They're like, well, somebody got to do something about that. Somebody got to take up. So America is just the most noble, you know, righteous person to do these things. You know. So they really behind this place, and that's why these nations, they're behind America's wickedness, and that's why really fuck the nations. Why the Lord is going to give this judgment as He's about to give. The proud of you Americans is something else, man. If you look at comment boards, there'll be people that act like they don't agree with Trump, but still say, but you know, hey, you still gotta, you know, it makes sense for us to have Greenland.
Hey, woe unto him that increases that which is not his.
Right.
Yep.
You know, it's really you Edomite Americans and then you dumbass black Americans here. You know, I'm not gonna call y'all Judah, y'all black Americans. You know, y'all, you FBA,
Right.
Afro-conservative niggas, man. Y'all the ones that's really, cheering this bullshit on, man. But you know, you got, people that's from other countries that might live here that understand that this is fucking folly, man.
Right.
And people around the world are looking at America like, yo, this is ridiculous. And now, that, like the brother Smock was talking about this before camp. Now America's face is just completely dirty. Now you can't play morality police.
Right.
These different UN meetings and international councils, man, talking about human rights violations and world laws. You can't do that, man. Because look at what you did.
Right.
Look at what you did in Venezuela, man. Look what you're getting ready to do to Greenland.
Right.
Okay. Look what you're getting ready to do, and you're boasting about it too, man.
Yep.
So you can't say nothing about Russia, Iran. You can't say nothing about Afghanistan, the different stand nations. You can't say nothing. You can't say nothing about China.
Yep.
Okay, because you are the fucking spearhead of imperialistic fucking oppression all over the world.
It's
man.
all in your face now.
And you proud about it, So
Right.
fuck Babylon, man. And the world is seeing that, that America's not right, and it's gonna lead to your destruction, man.
Yeah, I was going to bring out because this is the spirit that these Edomites are in, okay? This is the book of Psalm, chapter 10, verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. We clearly know that. That's these Edomites. Verse 5, here's the point. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
Right.
And this is exactly what America's doing. They're puffing at their enemies. All right? This whole notion we're going to take Greenland, shut the fuck up Denmark. All right? So this is America puffing now. And these are their allies. Also, the United Nations, Elder Lawyer mentioned the UN. Do you know, both friend and foe, the United Nations was against what Trump did in Venezuela?
Yeah.
Even the Secretary General, Gutierrez, okay, he was against that. They said America violated UN Charter, okay, international law.
Yeah, right.
So, and here's the kicker. America, you voted for that Secretary General to be in that position.
Right.
Okay? So, hey, it goes to show you that pride, that pump, you're puffing at your enemies, and now even your allies are like, well, damn, America's treating us like enemies. Well, fuck America.
Right. And here's the thing. America has always had that pride and pump, but it's at an all-time high right now.
Yep.
America has always been this imperialistic, had this imperialistic theology. Everything just freaking belongs to them, man. You know, and taking this and taking this country and putting in their own rulers, you know, starting proxy wars, doing what you want to do around the earth, and just acting like, you know, it's all about you. You know? But it's at an all-time high with Trump, man, because we're at the end of this place. You know? It's going to be America and the state of Israel against the rest of the world.
Facts. That's facts, man.
And it's soon.
It's happening. The American government's compromised other than JJ's. This is the reason why, all right, Donald Trump's able to, all right, bypass Congress and the Senate and do whatever the fuck he wants, man. Because he's been blackmailed by the Zionist JJ's. You know, the small hats, the 1948ers.
In which they all were.
Jeffrey Epstein.
In which they all were, because you had the 250, congressmen, house speakers, whatever, you know, house all over there in the state of Israel just recently, man.
Yeah.
So America is compromised, man. This place is going down.
These of the flock shall draw them out.
And the Lord is letting it be known, like the first precept the bishop just brought out, that his prophets have the truth, man. You're gonna know that it was a prophet month. And soon enough, we're not gonna be out here on these streets.
Facts.
That's a prophecy as well. And you're gonna know that. You're gonna be like, damn, they said it was almost time, you know. They said you better get this truth now. Soon enough, that's happening, man. Because the way they moving, they don't want no opposition. The way they moving, they don't want no opposition. They don't want nobody speaking up against them. You got it, Rob.
This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 10, verse 8, and it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right. There will never be peace on the earth with America ruling. They're not about peace. They're about going to other nations. They're about taking from other people, taking from nations, destroying them. You know, sucking up all the resources from the earth. You just want to dig and dig, get all the rare earth minerals, get all the oil. Trump said we're going to have 55% of the world's oil under our control. That's all you want, man. To the scriptures tell you, and you got Venezuelans who are rejoicing that Maduro got taken. Look, the scriptures say, Yahawashi said, the thief come not but to kill, to steal, and to destroy. The thief don't come to rescue you. He'll make your shit worse. They went and took Libya, right? Off of some bullshit, right? Gaddafi was doing relatively good for those people over there. It had good intentions for Libya and for Africa. They took him, killed him, and now you got open slave market over there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They took Saddam Hussein out of power. 1 million Iraqis died within the next 10 years. 1 million.
And Iraq get better? Hell no.
No, it got worse.
It got worse. Right. No.
America has not been profitable for the earth. In every way that's imaginable that you could think, all the corruption throughout the governments, but all the pollution throughout the earth, the U.S. Navy polluting up the ocean, all you people.
Yeah. And you American people, y'all be behind us, man.
Yep.
Yep.
You know,
The reason why America has been able to maintain this quality of life in comparison to the rest of the world is because of the American military, man. Okay, which is really what's keeping the petrodollar up.
Yep.
That's why they're able to continue to have this system afloat, man. That's why much of you American people tend to here and there complain about things. Y'all would never really make a movement against the corruption that's going on, man.
Right.
Why? Because you can still get your Starbucks coffee. You can still watch your Netflix. You can still watch your HBO Max, your Disney Plus. You can still go to the movie theaters. You know, you still got your 401k, your W-2, and all this other bullshit.
Yep.
Your luxuries.
Yep.
You know, so you're good, man. You don't worry about shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, you still got running water, access to energy and electricity at your fingertip, man. You know, so you'll never rise up, man. See, that's why the world hates you, fucking Americans, man. Okay, that's why the world hates you, people, man, and that's why the world is gonna rise up against this place with violence and warfare, man. Because you motherfuckers are with it, man.
Yep. But
Okay?
man, too, that's why Trump, that's why Trump is trying to infiltrate all these other nations, all right? Because they're gearing up for something. What is it that they're gearing up for? World War III, okay? And the prophecy is that America is going to lose that war. And after that war is going to be the reconciliation between the elect nation of Israel and Yahawashi and the Lord, so we can be able to establish the kingdom on earth, right? So the signs are in everybody's face. The signs are in Jake's face, but they decide to turn the cheek the other way. But that's why they're gonna get their asses short. It's evident. It's evident.
You side with the wicked, man.
Right. I wanted to add, and Vermont, you got it after. Just real quickly, you made a point. You said Trump's about to do something. I don't know if y'all saw the article. Trump is requesting 1.5 trillion for the Department of War.
Yep.
Made a video on that.
Okay, 1.5 trillion for fiscal year 2027 budget. All right.
Right now it's 900 billion.
Right.
He's increasing it to 1.52.
So just to land back, what the blood brother was saying is on point. Trump is getting ready for war, man. They see it. 1.5 trillion. Do you know if anybody doesn't Google, all right, Russia or China, how much money, okay, do they put in their military? Nowhere near close. What's up? Less than 500 billion. All right, so America's trying to take over the whole world.
The hammer of the earth.
The hammer of the earth, man.
That's how you know this place is Babylon
That's
the
on the
Great.
great, yeah.
That's how you know what time it is. You got more on that, you rock.
Yeah, first-
1.5 trillion. That's more than a 50% increase, just like that.
Right.
And niggas want to play around and act like nothing is happening. Niggas want to be on podcasts and shit. Want to just be about debates and shit.
Yeah.
When he changed the name from the Department of Defense to the Department of War, just took Venezuela, talking about taking Greenland, said they'll do it the mean way if they have to.
Right.
Increasing the defense spending from 1 trillion to 1.5 trillion. That should fucking tell you something.
Right.
You know? But it tells us that we got the truth. We've been prophesying of these things. And it has to happen. Because it ain't just happening randomly, because our Lord is coming, man. Yahawashi has to come and take this earth. That's what it's all been about. That's what it's all been about. You got it, Rob.
I got an article right quick that just said this is for 2024. China's military spending was an estimated 314 billion, making the second largest spender globally, while Russia spent approximately 149 billion.
Look at that. They spend way less.
Yep.
Way less. All right? And they have the technology, they have the might to contend with America. So there you go, man. All right? America, you laying yourself with heavy debts. All right? With all this spending, thinking that you can dominate the world. No.
Because America has spread its army thin. Now they got to spend for the Navy over here. They got to spend for
Yeah.
this base over here. Their army is everywhere. You see, your pride has destroyed you. You have been able to enjoy a geographical advantage of having the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean separating you from the rest of the nations. You were a major player in World War I and World War II, yet it wasn't troops over here.
Right.
You got to go over there and play over there.
Yep.
Germany took the blunt of that. Great Britain took the blunt of that. Great Britain was in bomb. France took the blunt of that. Russia took the blunt of that. You was fighting in World War I and World War II, but you didn't have no bombs to your shit. So you've been able to spread your army throughout the earth, and now it takes a lot of money to fund them, man.
Yep.
And these nations, they ready for you though, because they got the equalizer,
Equalizer.
the nukes.
Facts.
And once they team up all together, Hey, the numbers match. You're outnumbered.
Yep.
The Lord got it out for you. At that, you got to get wrong.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 9. And it says, "Why is the earth in ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such as one selleth his own soul to sell, because he liveth and casteth away his bowels."
That's right. Hey, that's what America's doing. Their covetousness, all right, because they want to keep their hegemony, okay? They want to keep that imperialism, all right? But that's to your own demise, okay? Because you're making all the world hate you, all right? So, hey, it's the prophecy speaking. That's why, okay, we've been saying over and over again to our people that are on the sign, hey, this place is done. You got to repent. And if you don't, you're going to die here in nuclear fire, which is a fact.
Very good. After you, I got another piece.
I was gonna bring this out real quick. This is from Google Gemini, right? It says the United States military budget is significantly larger than any other nations, often rivaling or exceeding the combined spending power of the world's next top military powers. Okay? It says, as of most recent 2024 and 2025 data, here is how the United States compares to the rest of the world. The U.S. accounts for approximately 37 to 40% of the global military spending. This means for every dollar spent on defense worldwide, nearly 40 cents is spent by the United States. The common metric for visualizing the scale is comparing the U.S. to the next several highest spenders combined. Based on 2024 figures, the next 9 countries' U.S. military budget, $997 billion, is greater than the combined spending of the next 9 countries.
See that?
China, Russia, Germany, India, UK, Saudi Arabia, Ukraine, France, and Japan.
Right.
Versus China, the U.S. spends roughly 3 times more than China, the world's second largest spender, with 314 billion. So that's how much China spends, but U.S. spends 3 times more.
That's it.
Okay, and it says while the U.S. spends more in raw dollars, analysts often note that countries like China and Russia have lower labor and production costs. When adjusting for purchasing power, the gap between the United States and its rivals narrows slightly, though the United States remains the leader. Alliances. It is also notable that many of the other top spending countries like Germany, the UK, France, and Japan are U.S. allies. Combined NATO members combined NATO members account for over 55% of all global military spending, because the whore rides the beast.
That's it.
Okay. It says historical trend. While the dollar amount is at a record high, defense spending as a percentage of U.S. GDP is 3.4%. Is actually lower than it was during the Cold War or the peak of the Iraq-Afghanistan wars. Okay, but that's going to change drastically, because the scriptures say what? All right, beat your plowshares into swords and your spears into pruning hooks, man. So, as far as the amount in comparison to America's spending as a whole, it's about to increase, man.
Yeah, 1.5 trillion. That's what Donald Trump's requesting.
Yeah.
He's going to get it. All right, and fiscal year, in government terms, fiscal year, okay, 2027 starts October 1st, 2026. Okay, that's the government's fiscal year, October 1st, 2026. So it's only a matter of months. And 1.5 trillion, here you go. All right, which is good. Hey, that's going to create more chaos here. Goods and services are going to skyrocket because inflation. All right, you think it's bad now? You ain't seen it. All right. Oh, you soldiers, you American soldiers, you're not getting that 1.5 trillion. Okay, it's going to the contractors. Okay, and the fucking mercenaries. That's why there's and it's food insecurity among the United States military. Okay, that's worth a group.
And towards the draft.
And towards a draft, that's right. That is coming, you best believe, okay? You heard it here at Great Mill, so we're going to keep saying it. Get ready for a draft. They're going to say it on the TV, a conscription means a draft, and that's coming. But, you got something? 'Cause I was going to bring out Habakkuk 2. Okay, God. It's all spiritual, man. Habakkuk chapter 2, I'm going to start at 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not
I think you might as well start at that.
You want to start at 1?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll work our way down? Okay. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. I and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me,
Right.
and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Right. You're supposed to be watching, man. Yahawashi said it himself. This is a commandment from Yahawashi when he was on the scene. Watch. You know? Men, you're supposed to be watching for the prophecies, man. You know? You got it, bro.
Verse 2. And the Lord Yahawashi answered me and said, write the vision. Vision means oracle, prophecies, okay? And make it plain upon tables. Tables represent the scriptures. And he may run that readeth it.
Right, so the prophecies, that's what we've been bringing out. The apostles and the elders on down, been constantly occupied in these prophecies. Because really, that's the testimony of Yahawashi. It's the spirit of prophecy. Pursuing the Revelation 19 and 10, man. Prophecy. When is the Lord coming? What are the signs before your coming, Lord? When should we know that you're coming? Because we want to get up out of here. These people wicked.
Yep.
This shit like Sodom and Gomorrah. They enslaved our people. They murdered and slaughtered our people. When is the signs of us getting up out of this shit, man?
Yep.
You got it, bro.
And that's why when it says that he may run that readeth it, because those that are actually reading, okay, the scriptures and associating to the prophetic scriptures and seeing what's going on in the world, know that the Lord's about to make his imminent arrival. This is facts. So we're up in the spirit.
Yeah.
All right, we're excited. All right, because we want to get up out here. America is wicked. You got pedos running the government. Okay, you got literally thieves, pirates. Okay, the military, the U.S. military are pirates now, stealing other people's resources. So this place is not righteous.
They doing it openly, bro.
Openly now,
Like
us openly showing their horns now.
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus shit.
Yep.
Stole that shit. My shit now. Take
Yeah,
that shit.
but that's the thing, man. You know, Brother Seth has been saying for years, man, the original Edomite is coming back. Okay, that soft, metropolitan, metrosexual
Smile.
Right.
Edomite, man.
That smile's gone.
That's not it no more, man. All right, that's not it anymore, man. They got to get back into that original Edomite spirit, that Christopher Columbus, that manifest destiny, that conquistador spirit, man. This is how they got to go out, man. When you read prophetically, that's what we see, man. We read about how he's going to increase in violence and war. You know, we read about how he's going to come down having great wrath, after knowing that he has but a short time, man.
Facts.
So at this point, it's like you have to expect it, man. You got to expect that he's going to do that, man. The original Edomite is back.
Right.
He's at the end of his kingdom. He's going to fight tooth and nail to keep it, man. He's not going to sit down and be diplomatic about it, man. He's not going to sit down and hear everybody's grievances and, take accountability for what he's done and say sorry and start, repaying people for all the things that he's stolen, and start teaching the proper narrative and not lying. No, he's not going to play fair. He cannot play fair, actually. Okay? That's why this whole notion of white supremacy and white superiority and high IQ, they had to come up with those narratives, man. They have to shortchange people. They have to be underhanded. They have to deceive. They have to lie. Okay? They have to play unfair. They have to do things to just destroy cultures and nations so that they can reign supreme over them, man. Because they know that if they don't do that, that they're going to be overtaken, man. Okay? So they have no choice, man. That's what they have to do.
It's in your face. Because it's a burning wrath of them. They're going to be worse than they ever been. And like you put a light on a possum and that shit just go crazy. He's been exposed. He's been exposed by the prophecies. And he's just fucking being tacky and letting it all go.
Yeah,
He's letting it go.
Yeah, why not? It's just say, the wicked shall be revealed. Nigga, he revealed, so he just let it all hang out.
Yep.
Yeah, this is who I am. What's up?
Yep.
You can't take me.
The horns are out now.
That's a spirit. But at the end of the day, what spirit is he going to be in? He going to be in a humble spirit? He going to be in a modest spirit? He going to be in a docile spirit? I'm sorry. No, he's not going to do that, man. Trump is the perfect guy for the job, man. Get these Edomites over here in America in that spirit that they need to be to fulfill the prophecies that's going to lead to their destruction, man. Pride goeth before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall, man.
Verse 3, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And that's the times that we're in. The prophecies are speaking now. All right? You can't just say not in my lifetime. You're a fucking idiot.
Right.
All right?
Yeah,
This-
yeah. These Edomites not gonna be able to say, oh well, that was in the 50s and 60s, or no, that was a long time ago, or that was our ancestors. No, the way they're getting ready to move and are moving in these last days, and they're getting ready to do even more. Okay, that bloodshed, bloodthirsty spirit is coming back, man. Okay, they're gonna start slaughtering these people out here, man. A regular Edomite is about to be out here doing crazy shit, man. To each other, to Jay, to these different heathen that are over here.
You saw it with that shooting in Minneapolis.
You know,
Minnesota.
they're going back into that spirit, man. All right, to finally seal their judgment. Granted, they've already done enough to warrant it.
Right.
Okay, but they're about to double down, so that which is beautiful, because that's going to justify the sayings of Yahawashi144. That's going to justify our cause even more, man.
That's right.
Okay, because we got to curse this nigga out, man. We got to put his deeds in his face, man. And because we've been doing that, now he's like, fuck it. Now he's exposed. He's just saying, fuck it, man. So we got all the more reason to rebuke his ass, man. You know, to cast this place down. Make sure that Yahawashi144, man.
That's right.
But let me add too, he's going back to the basis of man, which it goes back to the Genesis, which he sold his birthright for bread pottage. So he's going back to that carnal basis. That's how you know that's Esau, right? Because he operates in that base, lowered vibration level. Okay, like a level.
Verse 4, behold, his soul, so spiritual, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. All right?
His soul which is lifted up.
Lifted up, man.
He's prideful.
You know? And everything he did in 2026, hey, that fits Esau to a T. To a T, man. All right? But the just shall live by his faith, right? And this is even emboldening us even more to be, okay, more confident in what we believe in. All right? Serving the Lord even harder than we were, okay, before. Okay? Because clearly, all right, we got the truth, man. All right? The so-called white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. All right? And the Lord is only going to save, all right, his people, the Israelites, all right, from destruction. All right? And that's why everything had to be real according to the Lord's time frame, because now it's evident that the so-called white man, all right, is the devil the Bible speaks of. That he is the biblical Edomites. That his soul is not upright. And that boosts our confidence in the scriptures even more.
Right.
Because he's being shown like, yo, this is the devil. There's no going back. There's no looking back. All right? Shame on y'all that took their hand off the plow.
Right,
You
right.
looking goofy.
Right.
Stupid.
Then you got niggas trying to prove that Esau is the Arabs now.
What the fuck?
You know? Oh, the so white man's not Esau. You niggas are retarded, man. What about this man doesn't scream Edomite, man? You gotta look at the scriptures and see, okay, which people, according to the prophecy, will be the ones doing these things,
Right.
man.
Right.
And the earth, man. And it's not Ishmael, man.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not Ishmael, it's not fucking Moab, it's not Japheth, okay, it's Esau, Edom. He's the one that's going to fulfill what the scriptures are saying that this so-called white man is fulfilling, man, proving that he's the Edomite man that the Bible speaks of.
What's called the daughter of Babylon? Edom. It's Isaiah 63. Yahawashi is prophesied to come to Edom. Elijah with dyed garments. These niggas are sold out, man. You never was grounded in this truth, and now y'all niggas looking crazy. But on the contrary, for those of us who the Lord has given us faith, like it says, the just shall live by faith. Even though we still in this hell, and you know, we want to make sure that we continue to walk the straight and narrow path and be on point. There should be a amount of boldness and rejoicing that you should have, that the Lord put the Spirit upon you to not only believe, but to say these things before it happened. And now the things that you've been saying for years have been believing, now it's happening, bro. Right. The things that you sacrificed your life for and said fuck the world for, it's happening now.
Yep.
And niggas finna know. Niggas finna know.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Esau know. Esau know that he got but a short time. That's why he moving like this.
Yeah.
Just like the brother just mentioned in Genesis, you know, he sold his birthright just for a temporary, you know, satisfaction. What Esau is doing right now, what Trump is doing with Venezuela and Greenland, you know what you're doing? Because you're so desperate, it's it's like extra positioning. You saying fuck everything, fuck the future. We need something to happen right now. Fuck our relationships with NATO and the EU. Fuck this and fuck that. Fuck Venezuela. Fuck. We finna do this shit now. Because y'all really, you might just trying to get this new world order across, man.
Yep.
Right, and it's really the elites that are making sure that Babylon is in the position and stays in the position to spearhead the new world. Okay, because when America's destroyed, the way the scriptures describe it, it's not. When it's destroyed the way the scriptures describe it, that's not going to be something that the elites want. If anything, World War III, if in their mind, which we know it is reality, but in their mind, it's going to be in their mind. They want it to be like a controlled operation. They want to have control. Okay, all right, but they don't want America to be utterly destroyed by nuclear fire. That's why when you read Revelation, the 18th chapter, it talks about how the kings and the elites of the earth, the great merchants, chief captains, they're gonna be weeping and mourning, man. Okay, when America's destroyed, man, because this is what upholds this whole image of the peace system, man. All right, so when America's destroyed, they're gonna be in utter disarray, man. That's gonna be the collapse of this whole world system entirely. The other nations gonna be in mourning. The kings and the rulers of the other nations, they're gonna be mourning too, man. Okay, so they don't want it to happen the way the scriptures, prescribe it's gonna happen and prophesy and predict. That's exactly how it's gonna happen. Okay.
Back to the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. This can't be talking about the Arabs.
Right.
Okay? Who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. This talking about the Edomites,
That's
bro.
Esau.
That's Esau.
That's the so-called white man, the so-called European who's not from Europe.
Right.
Okay, they're really from the Middle East, so-called Middle East, all right, which is Western Asia.
Right.
Okay, all right, and they're just descendants of Esau, who was the older twin brother of Jacob.
Right.
All right, when he came out, red all over like a hairy garment, because he didn't have his picture. Okay, all right, he came out, looking deformed, with a defect, man, that stuck with him and his entire race up until this time, man.
Right.
Okay,
And it was prophesied that he would have the fatness of the earth.
by the sword, man. So again, like I say, what the fuck is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do, man? He's supposed to fucking go around the world with fucking, tulips and daisies, and start skipping around like Barney and friends, trying to hug everybody? No, man. His blessing is the sword, and deception and lies. That's the only way he can maintain his power, as prescribed by the Heavenly Father. This is what the Heavenly Father prescribed. How you gonna keep and maintain and get into power and stay in power is by the sword. That's right. Okay. All right. So he's fulfilling his role. He doing what he gotta do.
Yep.
Okay.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Right. That's what they've done throughout the earth, man. Conquering lands, stealing, lying, consuming, being covetous, taking what's not theirs.
They call America the melting pot. All of these nations over here. You got Arabs over here. You got Moab over here, which is so-called Chinese. Ammon over here, so-called Japanese over here. They all over here. It's a melting pot. Gathering to him all peoples. That's that horde that's in the front of the top of the beast.
Right. They all up in everybody's business.
Right.
All up in everybody's business.
All up in everybody's business,
Right.
man. Used to be a phone when you had one camera, now you got 5.
Right.
So you can spy on your ass. The TV is watching you.
Right.
Okay.
Facebook was funded by the guy who helped to found Palantir.
Yeah.
Peter Thiel. Yeah.
Military technology
Yep.
they use to start Google and
Yep.
Facebook.
Right.
Military technology. That wasn't just some nigga in the dorm room.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
I
some
call
niggas
this
in the
all the
garage
time.
and they came up with Google and they started from the bottom. Nah, nigga.
Instagram,
Yep.
TikTok, and all that shit.
That's why I say fuck capitalism. It's bullshit. It is
Right.
a fucking lie. All right. the military has always had the technology first, which makes sense. If you want to have a strong army, you want to have the best technology, right?
And you want to have the best surveillance.
Surveillance,
Yeah,
too,
that's
right?
why we did not
Right?
send out those spies.
Yep. So come on, man. The military always had its technology. What they did is that to deceive you stupid ass Americans, all right, we're gonna groom and prop up people like Bill Gates and Peter Thiel and fucking Mark Zuckerberg and
But they look harmless.
They-
He's
oh.
geek from went to school.
he went to school in Harvard, and
Made
they
a
always come
movie
from
about
fucking
it.
Harvard. It seems like the brains always come from Harvard, right? It's bullshit, man. Right?
Those lesser illuminary
Yeah.
initiates.
Yeah, Elon
Right.
Musk, another one.
Superbird.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Come on. Right.
These guys were groomed.
Amalek.
They were propped up, all right, by the CIA and the U.S. military, all right, to push a vibration, all right, to keep you people on the hamster wheel, all right, thinking one day you could be like Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg.
Right. You people
That's
trust
stupid.
them.
Fucking people stupid.
Jake trusts Bill Gates.
Yeah,
You grow
yeah.
up learning about
Yeah.
Microsoft.
Right.
In school, you got Microsoft computers. I mean, you get fifth grade and shit. You trusted Bill Gates, and you showed that in C19.
Right.
You trusted Mark Zuckerberg. You went to go see his movie.
Yep.
It's a good movie,
Social
network. But they prop these people up. Oh, they're gonna trust a geek.
Yep.
Put their face out there so they can all hop on this Facebook. Tom.
Right.
What that was the name of the nigga on Facebook.
Yeah.
Was it Tom?
Tom, yep. Tom.
The first one.
First one, yeah.
Your first friend on Facebook, Tom.
Yeah, that was a prototype. MySpace
Right,
was a
MySpace.
prototype before
Yeah.
Facebook. Because when you look at who's behind that, it's the same people who's behind Facebook.
Right.
It's the same fucking people, man. All right. But this is all designed to keep you average people, all right, in a delusion and still worshiping the image of beast and still looking at these so-called white people as they got it, like they're with the most intelligence. Okay.
Right. It's authoritarian.
Yeah.
It's fascist.
Mhm.
It's even these are all the wines of this whore. Even capitalism is wicked because really for that you have to be ruthless, wicked, and not care and have no wherewithal and empathy for others.
Right.
You just want to take unto yourself. That's why to be a billionaire, you gotta be a horrible human being to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
Right.
And capitalism.
The people who make it did it.
Is-
As far as even Jake.
Without without capitalism, the only reason why capitalism even exists is because of fascism. That's the only reason why. Okay, which is a private, public partnership. This is what you're seeing here in America. America is really fascist. It's the government working with the corporation,
Right.
all right, to oppress the whole world,
Yeah.
which is ran by Edomites.
Right.
This is all right. So they throw out capitalism, but when you really, do the nitty gritty, it's really fascism.
Yep.
You can't have capitalism without fascism. All right. And again, where did America get this ideology or this thought from their forefathers, the Romans? Because Rome was a fascist grand society. It's just facts, man. Okay? They throw out this democracy shit. Okay? Really, if democracy were to play out, then why is Donald Trump able to get away with all this shit?
Right.
Because it's not a democracy. It never was. It's fascism.
If somebody told Trump, they call him Nero, he'll embrace that.
Yeah.
Probably does.
This nigga.
He's been
Right.
compared to Nero by average people.
Right.
We're not the only ones that can compare him to Nero. Other people,
Right.
regular people have been.
Right. If y'all saw, this fucking idiots with this democracy shit, real quick, we get back to scriptures. If this democracy shit really worked, where the fuck was Congress when Trump out there just jumping into another country and capturing a drug dealer?
Right.
Where was Congress and the Senate at? All right? See, that's the revealing. America is not a democracy. It never was. It's fascism. All right? And it's being revealed as such. Private, public partnership. Corporations working with the government to oppress, and take and kill everybody
Right.
that don't go along with them. It's just facts, man. All right? Back to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse.
They gonna have to shut
6.
down YouTube.
Yeah.
We gonna be out here for long,
Yeah,
bro.
they don't like us.
We got to break that.
Yep. Verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, a dark saying, a riddle, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe, meaning death and destruction, to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long, question, and to him that laid himself with thick clay.
Right. Yeah. See that? And that's the way of America, man. Take.
Yeah.
Take what's not yours. Take more than what you need. Take from others. People can't have. People can't just live and dwell on the earth and just enjoy the natural abundance that the earth can actually produce and provide for everybody, man. You can run a kingdom and not be covetous, man.
Yeah.
You can have servants and not be an asshole, man. You know? This is America's reputation, man. Just destroying and taking and subverting, you know, cultures and kingdoms and governments. Destroying people's lives, man, and then calling it diplomacy.
Right.
Calling it righteousness, you know, painting themselves out to be the heroes and the saviors of it all when they're clearly the villains. Playing the victim card. You know, putting themselves up like they're the ones that are just, you know, morally and intellectually superior and just built to rule the world, man. And everybody else is inferior and cannot govern themselves. You know? You know, just forcing himself upon people.
Right.
I'm glad you're saying that, okay? Because how is he able to do this? All right? How is he able to do this? Because, hey, this was the blessing that, okay, Isaac gave to Esau. By the sword shalt thou live.
Right.
So with sword, it's not good. It's all, okay, death, destruction, deception, okay? And he put even his own people, okay, in a heavy financial burden, which is taking food from their own mouth. That's why everything's getting expensive. That's why people are going to bed hungry, okay? So what the elder's saying is facts, man. This is a fact, okay? This is the man of sin. This is the revealing. And to our people, if you can't see it, all right, then you weren't meant to see. The Lord blinded you because you were wicked, because you were joining hands with the wicked, so you got to die with the wicked.
Right. And then you got these Edomites online that'll be like, well, America does consume and does all of this, but you know, America's foreign aid helps a lot of people around the world too. Well, guess what? That foreign aid is all bullshit, man. All right, that's just a Trojan horse just to control governments, man, and put nations in debt and slavery.
Right.
Okay, it's not benevolent. It's
And
never.
oppress other people.
Yeah, and oppress others. It's not benevolent. It's not. You know, with goodwill and good intentions and heart. No, it's just another means of control.
Thief come not but to steal, kill, and destroy.
You impoverish a people. You take everything from them and you give it back.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, well, in order for me to give it back to you, you got to sign a contract that's going to put you in perpetual debt.
Right.
You know, so that you're constantly with your hand out. This is what they've done all over the world. This is what Esau has done all over the world.
We gonna set up our companies here too, like
Yeah.
Coca-Cola. They gonna suck up all your water,
Yeah, suck up all your water, suck up all
all
your
your
resources.
resources.
So the people can't even fend for themselves, man.
Yep.
Then you got
You
water.
know?
This
Right.
Coca-Cola stealing their shit.
Right. And
They
then,
can't set up their own corporations
Right.
and businesses. They can't build their own cities. They can't do anything for themselves. They gotta constantly just be at your beck and call, man.
Yep.
It's sick, man.
and then they have the audacity to add insult to injury. Oh, it's you people that destroyed your country.
Yeah.
Your shithole countries.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro.
Yeah, that's what they've
You
done.
created the conditions why
Ex-
the country's fucked up.
Exactly. That's what y'all have done all throughout Africa. You've
Yeah.
done it all around the Middle East.
Yep.
You've done it all around the Caribbean and Latin America.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what you do. Okay, you're not. Esau is not a righteous ruler, man. And this is what they've always done. This is what they were doing during the British Empire. This is what they were doing during the times of the Spanish, the French. Okay, the Portuguese, the Germans, the Dutch. This is what they were doing in ancient Rome and Greece.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what they do, man. All right, so America is just continuing the playbook of Esau, going all the way back to the time of the ancient Greeks, man. Okay, it's just now because of prophecy, the little horn has overtaken the other three horns. All right, the eighth that came out, the seventh is just balls to the walls now.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody. Fuck the other Edomites, man. And now y'all mad. Now the rest of you Edomites mad. Well, guess what? This is the spawn of your nation.
Yep.
Okay?
This is the precedent that y'all set in the earth going back thousands of years. Since before who you call Jesus Christ walked the earth. This is the precedent that you set in the earth. Going back to the time of Philip the Macedonian and Alexander the Greek. Okay? Alright, so don't be mad now. Y'all got the ball rolling of wickedness and covetousness and just thievery and robbery and death and rape and lies. Okay, and now it's ballooned into this whore and this beast system spearheaded by Babylon the Great, man.
Nope.
And now everybody has shit to eat for it, man, and hell to pay.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
And all you fucking heathens were with it, man.
That's
Yep.
right.
Y'all all fucking with it, man. You Moabites, Ammon, Ham, Ishmael,
Yep.
Japheth, all you nations were with it. Now you got to deal with it, man. Now you got to deal with the fact that you went to go deal with this hoe late at night. She slipped something into your fucking drink. She had to clap, and you clapped and you caught something, man.
Yep.
Now you waking up burning in your balls and you got a fucking hangover, man.
You got the gerbil.
Yeah, good for your ass, man.
Got the gerbil.
Bitch ass niggas, man.
Back to the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee,
Yeah.
and thou shalt be for booties unto them?
Yeah, they're gonna spoil you now, man. Alright, you was dealing treacherously. Now they're gonna deal treacherously with thee. You was spoiling, now you're gonna be spoiled, man.
And it says suddenly. Don't think that this shit is going to continue, going to just gradualism in another 10 years and 15 years. No, shit is going to hit the fan. This is a bubble that's going to burst, man. And to you people, you shitheads, going to look to you like it came out of nowhere. But nah, it's been lining up. For years, it's already been the gradualism and all that shit. Suddenly, they're going to come up against Babylon the Great.
right.
We about to see NATO and EU dissolve suddenly. What?
Suddenly, real
Yeah.
quick.
World War III going to pop off suddenly. The chip is coming suddenly. One day, it's going to be a black swan event or events. And it's going to pop like popcorn.
Yeah.
You put that popcorn in the microwave, okay, the first 30, 40 seconds, you don't even hear shit. And then you get one pop. And then next thing you know,
That's when you're going in. Oh shit. Take
right,
it out
before
it burns.
Before it
You don't
burns.
want to burn it.
That's the way prophecies is popping, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and it's real. See, NATO and the EU is going to collapse, like the brother said, suddenly.
Yeah.
But see, it was already set up to fail. Right. You American Edomites were well within your ability and power to intervene during the first two world wars, man, to keep Europe from being decimated how it was. But y'all stayed out of it, like a fucking raccoon, rat's possum, bitch, and let your brothers tear themselves a fucking new asshole over there, man. It took forever for them to rebuild. There's certain parts of Europe that are still fucking decimated, man, from those wars that took place back then, man. You kept yourself out of it. Now you're in a position to strong arm and be the head of all these councils and alliances, man. Because you didn't have any bloodshed over here. Your military was powerful. Your economy was powerful, man. When you were well within your ability to step in and end the conflict earlier rather than later and have all that bloodshed and all that fucking destruction happen over there, man. Okay, but now you let it happen so that you can be ahead. You can take control, man. Everybody has to come to you. Now you can control who's budgeting this. Oh no, we're gonna withdraw our spending. More NATO nations have to fund this beast machine. Okay. All right. So guess what? When America decides to turn away from the EU and they decide to turn away, of course the alliance is gonna collapse, man. They're gonna side with Russia like that, man.
Yep.
Overnight, man. They don't have a fucking choice, man.
Yep.
Okay, even though the alliance was formed to combat the Soviet Union, they don't got no choice but to side with them now, man, because they've never been in a position to stand on their own, man.
Pick your poison.
Okay, and that was by design. That was by design. You fucking American Edomites are deceitful as fuck, man. That was wicked as hell how y'all did y'all brothers over there in Europe, but that's what Edomites do.
Well, I mean, it was Edomites against Edomites, bro, on one
You know,
road.
but what I'm saying is like, okay, step in and, you know, you ain't gotta let them tear themselves to pieces, but they did that on purpose, man. You see, you did it on purpose now. I mean, now they're stuck in a position where they gotta either choose your side or choose Russia. Who the fuck they gonna choose, man? After all this treacherous dealing you've been doing, of course they gonna side with Russia, man. Of course,
They have to.
they have to.
I've been saying this for years. I've been saying this for years. They have to side. Russia is right here.
It's right
It's
there.
gonna get to the point where, hey, you gonna be with me or be with that motherfucker across the pond.
Yeah, right.
We don't give a fuck about you anyway.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you got certain European countries that are siding with Russia
Right.
and not going along, okay, with the West when it comes to the whole Ukraine. Hungary, Slovakia, and there's one more, I think it's Czech too, okay? They're already siding with Russia, okay?
Right, because once Russia takes Ukraine, that changes the borders of defense that you it enlarges Russia.
Right.
You know, that's more to deal with. Nah, you just gonna have to side with her.
Yep.
And as far as the NATO and the EU breaking up suddenly,
Yep.
who amongst the Israelites was reporting the Brexit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Years ago.
Great millstone.
Great millstone.
Great millstone.
Pastor.
Pastor, I remember Pastor in one of his the whole vision. It was like 2007, 2008. I remember he said something's gonna happen. He was clapping his hand. He was telling some, I think he was just telling brothers, and maybe there was a scoffer. But I remember he said something's gonna happen when NATO and America break apart. They're gonna turn. Okay, the beast shall hate towards. Something's gonna happen. I remember Pastor said that. Now me, geopolitics, man, I heard him say that, I was like, what? Because that's a major, statement right there. You know, what is NATO? NATO was created for the sole purpose to go against Russia. Okay? That's a fact. Okay, look at their Article 5. All right, NATO. Okay, it was set up purposely to band together, band of brothers to go against Russia. If you attack one of these countries, we all attack you.
Right.
And that was focused on Russia because of why? Okay, right after World War II, immediately, in an instant, Cold War, nukes being tested. Okay, in an instant. All right? Prophecy was speaking back then, but it was of Yahawashi144 to put the spirit on the Israelites to be able to interpret according to the will of the Lord.
Right.
Okay, that's why.
You see, but that's what happens
Yeah.
when you create the conditions for people to have to rely on you. You know, they can't fend for themselves, man. Eventually they get tired of that shit.
Right.
Okay, and they start picking other sides, man.
Right.
All right, and that's what's gonna happen, man. And again, it's fucked up, but that's how Esau deals.
Yep.
Right.
Esau been fighting, and they always been treacherous to one another.
Right, you talking about taking this land from Denmark. Denmark fought in the Afghanistan war. I think they had the second most casualties or something like that. And fighting with you, America. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's how you gonna do your dog?
Yep. I gotta find that video because I want to repost it. Just to, show that GMS app was always right. What the Apostle said.
Wow.
So I went to the word sudden, right? Mm-hmm. And you always say this too, remark all the time. The Hebrew word for sudden is pathai. It means suddenness in an instant. In an instant. You always say that. I know you always say that word, in an instant. Yep.
Like a thief in the night,
Yep,
this shit
yep.
gonna pop off. One day, people gonna be driving to work and it's gonna be regular. One day, the next day, it ain't gonna be regular.
Yep.
It's gonna be go time. We talking about brothers have been prophesying about whether it be grid failures or cyber attacks.
Oh, that's coming.
It's coming.
Bill Gates, and I'll post, I know, Elder, you want it.
Yes.
So Bill Gates said openly that if the world doesn't change within 5 years, it's going to enter into a dark age. Dark age. What's that talking about, man?
Yeah, Chris.
Grid failure, blackouts, man. That's Bill Gates. He said that shit, man. All right? And everybody should know this devil Bill Gates. What did he say back in 2015? Okay? He said sometime in the near future there was going to be a pandemic.
Yep.
And it happened 5 years later. So shit can go down between now, okay, Lord willing this year, okay, all the way up to 2030. Because 2030, that even the elites are giving you a goddamn timeline.
And speaking of that,
Yeah.
another one of those.
Oh,
Bill
yeah.
Gates said it's gonna
Yeah.
be one worse than see one not. When the prophecy talk about pestilence, they ain't talking about no fucking sea.
Nah, bro.
Nah, bro, that ain't it.
You you're gonna have to wear a full battle, okay?
Right.
Chemical mask, like the military wears.
There's gonna be some real shit, some real quarantines, some people dying out in the streets, some real sicknesses out here, man.
Gas mask, my guy. That's what people will be worried about.
That's what's
Gas
coming.
mask.
The scriptures say the full storehouses shall suddenly appear empty.
Yeah.
That is a prophecy. Meaning Whole Foods, Publix, whatever type of storehouse, Costco. One day it's gonna be food and shit in there, the next day it ain't. So you're gonna have to depend on this man in this market of beast system, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna get real bad, man. The lights go out, ain't no running water, man. People will start dropping dead of the common cold, man. It's, bro.
All types of infectious disease.
Yeah,
from,
infectious
from the
disease.
dirty water, from the feces water.
Yeah.
You know.
Not being able to dispose of waste.
Yep.
Not being able to shower.
Yep.
You know.
From the CDC, where they gonna allow to really get up.
Yeah, let that shit out, yeah.
Let's see
You know,
how- let's see
dead
how it
bodies
works.
in the streets,
Right.
man.
That's why they
People
got.
start eating their pets and shit, start catching rabies
Oh,
and
man.
Oh yeah.
you know, eating the local rats and raccoons and possums, man.
Yep.
You see, wisdom and knowledge gonna be the stability of your times. You came into this truth, and you know that you're not supposed to eat something that dies of itself.
Yep.
These people gonna be eating roadkill and getting sick,
Right.
and their stomach just gonna burst.
Yep.
You know?
Right. There's gonna be the Walking Dead. They're gonna be fucking rabid. You know, having shit drooling out their mouth and shit.
Yep.
Looking
Right.
all kind
Oh.
of crazy.
Yep.
All this shit.
Cannibalism coming back in a big way. Cannibalism's coming back in a big way too.
A time like never before is coming, man.
Yeah.
You know?
You people are fucked, man. Y'all have no idea how fucked y'all are, man. Okay?
That's a great way to say it, Elder. You people are fucked, man.
And it's a righteous judgment for Babylon the Great, man. Because with all these things that we have said, you touch the apple of the Lord's eye, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
What you did to us was the nastiest things anybody did on the planet Earth, man.
What they getting ready to do, man.
Yup.
To Jake. What they getting ready to do to the prophets and try to do, man. Shit's gonna be foul, man. Okay? So y'all deserve this shit on every level.
Yep.
Okay, and the wicked of our people deserve. They gonna deserve to fucking die out here, man, because they want to side with Esau at the end of the world. At the end of the fucking world, man. This shit's crazy.
Got a little more on this. Back to the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
Yeah.
Verse 9. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house.
Right, so you motherfuckers not gonna be able to say, oh, why is this happening to America? No, man. The whole world is seeing your history and seeing the American government's pattern. Especially, and then you Edomites here in America, man, how y'all are. You know, you got people all over the internet, American citizens calling this shit out.
Going out.
Okay? So the violence is going to increase. The pride and bloodthirstiness of Esau is about to increase to the maximum flashpoint exponential amount. Okay? And the world is going to see it, man. They're going to say, we got to destroy this bitch.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that shit got cold. Civil War, Egyptians versus Egyptians, all that shit. Man. This shit was the worst place to be on the planet Earth. With all the hell that you have caused for other nations and other countries throughout your history, America, before you get nuked, this is going to be the worst place to be.
Yeah.
It's all going to come here. You have people in America say, pray for Syria, pray for this place.
Yeah.
When you causing the shit,
Right.
nah, it's the way America finna be, before it get nuked from sea to shining sea, it's gonna be something like never was, man.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 9. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
Right. That's what we might do. If I have more wealth, if I have more substance,
Yeah.
I just take. Then I'll always be in safety. I'll always be prosperous.
Yeah.
Nothing,
Yeah.
you know, nothing will ever happen to me. Okay?
So I'm gonna take Greenland because it's Russian, Chinese ships. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it. It's gonna make me more safe.
Yeah.
And we're going to spend more, 1.5 trillion. But what about the average people? Fuck Fuck the average people. We just need our war machine. That's all.
Yeah,
All
they
right?
don't give a fuck. Why do you think that these the third world is always in some type of turmoil or conflict, man? These different civil disputes, man, different militia groups somehow getting guns.
Right.
Crazy government leaders, that have to be taken out. Why? To justify America's military presence there.
Right.
Okay, so that nobody else gets the resources, so that nobody else gets influence in that region. That's why.
Right.
You know how
Okay,
many
you think all the African nations sided with Russia? You think America's just gonna sit back, man? That's why they over there in Nigeria now.
Yeah, bombing Nigeria and bombing Somalia.
See, Trump is like, he kind of like the first one who like openly saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna take these resources." See, what you peons, you everyday peons, what you don't want to understand is that the Most High Yahweh, He made the earth, and His Son Yahawashi, He made the earth with the angels with a lot of resources and gold and jewels and all these type of things, man. He made the earth rich with resources that these countries have. But when America goes into these countries, they say it's because, we want to defend the Christians there, or we want to defend these people here, there. But they just always just gloss over, never talk about the diamond trade, or the gold that's there, or this and that's there. That's what it's about. It's always been about that, taking from the earth, taking from people, man. At some point, it's got to stop. You people don't believe in judgment. You don't believe that God judges. That's why the Lord gonna judge y'all, man, along with this place.
Now watch what it says in the NLT version. What sorrow awaits you who build big houses with money gained dishonestly? You believe your wealth will buy security, putting your family's nest beyond the reach of danger.
Yeah. That's what you think.
That's what you think, man. Damn, bro, the Bible, the scriptures are on point, man.
I got something real quick. Psalm. Yeah.
Right here. Where do you want me to start at?
Bring it out. Start at verse 1.
Psalm 73, verse 1. Truly, God is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their debt, but the strength is firm. There are no trouble as other men.
They are not in trouble.
Not in trouble. Read that again. Read that part again.
They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
Right. That's these Edomites, man. They've been able to just live deliciously and do all of their wickedness and just act like nothing happened and drink their Starbucks and just enjoy living off of their treachery that they've done, the worst atrocities that they have done to people, especially these people on this side, man.
Yeah, they've done the worst atrocities just in the history of man to everybody,
Right.
including themselves.
Yeah.
There's nothing good about their history, like nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing noble about it. Nothing. No, it's just evil.
Yeah.
This is dark.
You got what you got called blood diamonds. People being killed, hands cut off for diamonds, and over here you just market it, put it on the bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every case begins with
Okay,
A.
right. But a motherfucker and his family got killed over that shit. You know? Everybody don't gotta hear your music, bro. You don't have to do that loud.
This is the pride of the Northern Kingdom. We're gonna get it too. That's why, I'm with it. Ice, get these fucking buggers. Get the ass. They don't want to see more.
They have to go to the 20. Everybody getting turned over.
Yeah.
What else going on?
And that's why the Lord will send more ice on the Northern Kingdom. All right, because you're fucking silly and you refuse to take heed. You're proud, man.
Especially you ones over here in Miami, man.
Yeah.
Y'all come from fucking South America, Central America, Mexico, you know, Caribbean, you know, living in the fucking favelas, you know, living real humble, man.
Yup.
But then y'all come over here, and then y'all make some money, and then now you just the proudest, vainest motherfucker ever walked the earth, man. You know, just obnoxiously proud, man.
Proud, man. You got it. Good company.
And they thinking you Esau. They think they Edomites.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, they marrying with Esau, so you know, marrying with Amalek.
Yep.
Envying your oppressor.
You know, envying your oppressor, trying to be like them. You know, shitting on the rest of the tribes. You know. Well, watch Esau break foot off of you motherfuckers ass. Man, motherfuckers, man.
Well, hey, what did J.D. Vance say? Hey, ICE going door to door now. Knock, knock. Who's there? ICE.
Giving
Let
them
me see.
immunity.
Let me see your papers. Are you a legal, okay, citizen? Let me see your papers. Yeah. So, hey, it's not going to be fun, all right, for you Hispanic tribes, man. Okay? And that's judgment to y'all, all right? You got it, good company.
Awesome. Back to Psalm chapter 73, I'll start at verse 3 again. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men.
Right. That's why they talk about these laws. Yeah, we're gonna spend 1.5 trillion. Yeah, we're gonna. Okay, we got $1 billion. We're gonna send over here, billions out over there. Okay. Jake, the average Jake, and even average Edomite that's fucked up. They're just looking to get, you know, a couple of dollars to pay their rent, to put food on the table. Right. These devils are talking about billions and trillions. You know, like it's nothing like that's a lot of money, but like the way they talk about it, it's like, yeah, we're gonna throw $1 trillion here and $1 billion there. Like that's nothing.
Right. Where's that money coming from?
Right. Okay.
Even regular things like Edomites, bro. If you ever work around them, and they don't have to worry about things Jake be running. Jake be trying to come over with a couple dollars, make sure they phone bill stay on, right? Make sure they light bill paid. Edomites don't worry about that shit, man.
Rural Edomites, they got to worry about that. Ones living in the rural areas, they're all fucked up. Look at the rural Edomites living all fucked up in trailers, in their cars, and no plumbing, okay? Yeah, them rural Edomites are getting jacked because they're getting judged too. We're in a time that these heathens are getting judged.
You know, we seeing the curses start to go up on them.
Yeah.
But they have lived deliciously, as the scripture says, man. Off of our, you know, pain. You know?
Yep. Now they're getting their judgment. You're losing all. Because again, only the elite are enjoying this kingdom. You regular Edomites, you're all fucked up, man. Okay? And that's why they're going to be in crash out mode real soon, man.
Yep.
They're going to realize, damn, what's the point of working? All right? It's time to be a fuck. They're the ones that are going to come out. Right. They're going to rob. They're going to dress in black paint, okay? While they rob a bank, they can think that it's an Israelite that's stealing. A lot of these robberies, all right, be careful. They're really Edomites putting on the fucking black paint or the fucking silicone suit, all right, face, and doing the robbery and blaming it on Jake, man. Yeah, these Edomites are desperate too, and they're gonna show how evil they are. All right, blame somebody else. Say, oh, they did it. Wait, hold up. Let's not forget history. All right, during the Jim Crow laws, anytime an Edomite did something wicked, oh yeah, I just saw 2 black men. Yep. You know, 2 black men. You know, or 2 Mexicans if it's down in Texas, or Hispanics down here in Florida. Yeah, that's how you Edomites have always gotten
Next
down.
thing you know, a whole Jake town is getting destroyed. Right. Niggas getting lynched and hung off a simple lie. Yep. Somebody just simply lied and said, "Oh, it was a black man." Yeah. Hey, when shit pop off though, and the full houses become suddenly empty, and martial law and these things pop off, these militia groups, man, they really gonna come for you. Jake can take everything from you first, man. Right. You know, these local militia groups, or these Edomites who got regular jobs jobs. They're a manager over here, a manager over there. You talk about it all the time. If you imagine in their group messages how they think about you niggas, man.
Yeah.
They smile in your face, man. We've been trying to tell you. They smile in your face and they in a group message, a group chat somewhere, talking about how they gonna be ready to kill you,
Yep.
niggas, man.
And they dropping the hard
Niggas and spits.
Yep.
Back to the book of Psalms, chapter 73, verse 4. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes, verse 7, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish.
This is America.
Yeah, man. That's the elites of America, bro. They have more than their hearts can wish. Here, yo, this motherfucker Donald Trump, man. Every weekend, yeah, I'm going back to my mansion in Mar-a-Lago. You're the president. Say your ass in D.C. Nope, I'm gonna go down just for the weekend. That's what they do. They get to fly to here, fly there, and enjoy. Okay. Their home and the 5-star meals.
Right.
You know?
Travel all over the world.
All over the world, travel, man.
Esau been a passport, bro.
Yeah.
We've been doing that shit for the longest.
What nation throws away the most food?
America. But then you got billions of people here hungry as fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
That's wild. That's
Which
wild
most of those
as hell, man.
people are Jake, man.
Right.
See, I always have to bring it out, man. The Lord finna fuck up the whole nation of Esau, Edom, not just because of the elites. Like they're the only ones who benefited off the atrocities done upon us. The Lord is fair. He's right. He's just. He's just, man. All you Edomites have done wickedness to us. And you've lived deliciously over here in Babylon. The Lord ain't finna burn up everybody just because of what the elites did.
Now they're for what the elites are doing. They vote for these guys. You vote. Just that alone, you saying you with this shit.
Proud
Oh
to be an American.
yeah, I'm gonna go out and vote. All right. The midterm elections, right? Who's gonna be the block vote? So-called white people.
Man,
All right.
all
You're
these
the
fucking-
ones that push this fucking bullshit society, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. All the fucking forums on Facebook, Twitter, formerly, Twitter, formerly known as Twitter X. Now,
Yeah.
They talking shit about Jake. That's the regular Edomite doing.
Regular.
Right.
Okay? They hate Jake
Right.
with a fucking passion, bro. And it's really out of envy, man. They hate our swag. They hate our light, man. They hate our people's ingenuity, our strength, our creativity. They just hate us on every fucking level.
They
man.
hate that we take their women, and women don't
Right.
want them anymore.
They hate our women. Our women fine as fuck.
Right.
The Israelite woman is fucking sexy as hell.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And they helped
Okay.
to paint. To be honest, they helped to paint that image, and Eve went for it.
Yeah.
But of the black woman just being rebellious and just
Yeah.
with weeds, and that's
Yeah.
who you put forth on your programs,
Right.
who you cast for in your movies, in your VH1,
Right.
your I Love New York and shit.
Yeah.
Esau did that on purpose, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, women are jealous of our women, man. Our women are fucking stunning, man. A lot of them are, man. You got a lot of them that look all kind of crazy, but
Jay, man, shit.
Right. That's why we can't wait to get the kingdom, because we're all going to be in order, man. All right. Our women are going to be in order. So that's it. The curses ain't going to be on our women. Okay. The curse is going to be on you Edomites.
Right.
All right.
The woman be fine and she in a good mood and she sitting there smiling, laughing, her teeth good,
White
and shit.
yeah. That long
right.
hair.
She got her hair, there ain't no weed
Yeah.
and shit, and she just,
And
she's shining.
She smelling real good.
Right.
Northern
She got
Kingdom.
them curves.
Oh,
Oh,
my
my
God.
goodness.
Kingdom of Heaven's going to be fun.
Yeah, man.
Exciting, rejoicing, man. That's why we can't wait to get up out of here, man. Because, all right, hey, the Lord, He's the Creator, man. He painted us to be the best.
Yeah.
All right.
Our people stay shining, man.
Yeah.
You get on the lowest state, man. You got hella trailer trash Edomite bitches, man. That's not on the forefront, man.
No.
Right.
They want you to think every Edomite girl is like a Taylor Swift.
Nah.
Right.
Cheerleader
Fat,
ass bitch.
sloppy, man.
They be fat and sloppy, smell like cigarettes and coffee. It's hard to admit it, they don't take a bath.
Right.
They don't shower on a regular.
They celebrities tell you that.
You know? Whereas Jake woman, even when, you know, she might be a little out of shape, but she gonna try to make it like a swag or something, or put that shit work. She gonna try to make it look good on some level, man. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all just jealous of us, man. Y'all hate us on every fucking level, man. You know? It is what it is, man. And the lynching was done by the elites.
Right.
The KKK, you know,
Picnics.
Right.
you know, going all up in the court system, redlining, you know, court racism, scientific racism, man.
Mexico over here, Mexico over there. That was regular Edomites.
That were regular Edomites, man. All these Jake children that be going missing, man, be regular Edomites behind that shit, man.
Right.
Yep.
You know, it's not always the elites. It's you fucking regular Edomites, man. You military. I want to say soldiers, man. You fucking mercenaries, man.
Yeah.
You American Edomite mercenaries, man. Going all over the world, raping children, man. Be regular Edomites, man.
Man, Jake suffer prejudice and racism every day. That's regular Edomites, man. At the job, trying to sign up for a job, nigga.
Right. And then the ones that you know, that look like Edomites that got a little swag, y'all be Jake, man.
Right.
Okay? You know, y'all be Jake, and they always want to rock with Jake. They don't want to be rocking with Esau.
Right.
They always want to be around Jake, dress like Jake, sing like Jake, dance like Jake, do what Jake do. Why? Because they niggas, man.
Right.
Regular Edomites know that shit, man.
Right.
They compete.
Yep.
They can tell the difference between a fucking you know, a confusion of speckled bird,
Right.
Jake, and a regular Edomite. They can tell the difference. They compete. The spirit is different, man. You know.
Right. So yeah, and the reason why you Edomites are catching hell now, all right, because hey, like all the brothers just been saying, all the shit you did, what your forefathers did is catching up to you, all right, all that lynching, all the lies, deception. Now you got to pay. Now the curse is coming on to you, all right, and you're catching hell, man. You Edomites, a lot of you Edomites ain't got it, man. You come off like you got it, you know, but you ain't got it, man, because them curses are coming on to you heavy. All right? But I'm waiting for the next economic crisis, next economic crash. All you Edomites, a lot of Edomites are going down too, man. All right? You're going down too. But I wanted to bring this out because the reason why America is going down and why you Edomites are now feeling the pain is this. This Deuteronomy chapter 30, I'm going to start at 6, but the point is at 7. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thy heart and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live right. And that's what the Lord did. He put the Wakak Radash, the Spirit holy upon us, all right, to wake up to who we are, all right, and serve our power in truth and sincerity, all right. Now check this out. While the elect, although when we are part of the elect, that's why he calls us elect. While the elect are, all right, serving the Lord in truth and sincerity, there's a balance to it. 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Yeah.
Perfect balance, man.
Right.
All right. The more we suck with the Lord, the more the elect are sealed, the more the curses are hitting you fucking devils, you Edomites. That's how the Lord is getting down. This is why America's circling the drain the way it is, man.
Right. Because when you please the Lord, the Lord puts your enemies under you. It's a seesaw effect. As the Lord builds us up, our enemies, they get worse. But when our people sin, our enemies wax stronger. You know, as a punishment against us. You know, when we come into this truth being built up, and Esau shit is crumbling. It's being destroyed by the spirit of the Lord's mouth. Which are these prophets, man? The prophecies, man. The Lord sent out his prophets to prophesy this man's destruction.
Yep.
There ain't nothing that he could do about it. He's just seeing his shit circling the drain. You know?
And that's a sign we're almost out of here.
You're going to see it even on a greater scale. Even his devices fell in these last days. His technologies, his surveillance, you know, his robots, his AI. The Lord finna start confusing all that shit in these last days, man. This Edomite is not just finna have his way. The Lord gonna let him have his last little hoorah for 2/3 of our people. You know? But this man is finna fail miserably, man.
Yeah, he got to go out fighting, man. It is
Yep.
what it is. You got to swing for the fence,
Right.
for the fences. You
Right.
know? He got to do it, bro. You got to crap. You got to, you see two bitches fighting, start scratching each other.
Grabbing hair.
You know, we gotta start grabbing hair. You know, playing, or in a boxing match, you see two men fighting, and one of them try to sneak kick the other in the balls. You know, you just gotta do shit like that, bro. Cause he losing, bro. He's a loser, man. And he feels it. He can feel it, man.
You was still at 73rd song?
Keep going.
You can skip it, or at least skip down the verse, you know, because I know brothers got something else. You can skip down to verse 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Back to Psalm chapter 73. This is the 12th verse. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in penances.
And we was going into capitalism and all these different things. The picture that Esau has painted in this world is like, if you do good, you're going to finish last.
Right.
If you got a good heart in this world, you're going to be ran over.
Yeah. Yep.
If you try to have a pure and innocent heart in this land, you at a disadvantage because wickedness rules this earth. They say dog eat dog. You gotta be ruthless to make it. Hey, so to even just come up at a job, for the most part, in this place, you gotta be ruthless to somebody.
Yeah.
You gotta lie.
Yeah.
You gotta not have empathy and sympathy. You know? And that's how America has come up, just ruthlessness. That's the vibration of this world. You gotta be ruthless to get it out here.
Right. See, that goes back to fucking Esau, man. The earth is there's enough on earth to go around, idiot. Where everybody can just chill and be comfortable. You know, but you want to have more so you can shit on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Push that vibration out on Jake. Chose the wicked of our people to put at the forefront, so Jake can follow that vibration.
It's just whack as hell. That vibration look whack as hell, bro.
Right.
That shit is lame.
It's not sustainable. Now look at Jake. Everything is through. Black culture is bad. It's done. But it wasn't sustainable. Rap, R&B, all that shit is just through. You know, you got it, bro.
Okay. I want to read the NLT real quick. Psalm chapter 73, verse 12 in the NLT. It reads, Look at these wicked people, enjoying a life of ease while their riches multiply. Did I keep my heart pure for nothing? Did I keep myself innocent for no reason? Like you were saying, when the wicked are going to get the recompense, which is judgment.
That's why the justice gonna live by faith too. But shoot, since we came into this truth, brothers been in this truth, the apostles been in this thing for 4 decades plus. And shoot, younger brothers, younger elders, 20 years, younger brothers, 15, 10, 7. You have to live innocently and righteously and on a straight and narrow path, while everybody out here don't give a fuck how they get it. You know? But you on a straight and narrow path. We gotta live because we got to, because we fear the Most High. But you know what? That is our treasure. We're gonna see when the same people who are ruthless, when they ass is starving to death, when they ass being mowed down with no help from the Lord, they gonna wish that they moved the right way, man.
Right.
You know?
So they will wish that they were noble.
Right.
You know, they're gonna be crying and begging for somebody to show them some type of mercy. You know, and they're not gonna get it.
Right.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be humbling.
Especially 2/3, as it say in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, your sin shall be witnessed against you in that day. I mean, it's gonna be all on your mind. Because you got a zeal. Ooh, the scriptures call our people out. You got a zeal. You know God exists. But you said, like Boosie, you came in the middle.
I know the scripture says, surely thou shalt set them in slippery places.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get to that.
I'll keep going now. Psalm chapter 73, verse 14. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. If I say I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me until I went into the sanctuary of God. Then I understood their end.
Right. you see all of Esau's atrocities before the truth. If you watch documentaries, shit. In school, I was in the Africana Studies class, and I learned about how the King of Belgium did the Congo and all of that. And you know about what they did to us, like, damn, they just gonna get away with this? But until we came into the sanctuary, and that's this truth, man.
Right.
This truth, through the names of Yahawashi144.
Right, and see, that's why a lot of our people, they go off into the ways of this world, because they see, damn, Esau and the heathen, they get to do what they want, they're not getting judged. That's why you be hearing Jake, he's saying goofy shit like, what's the point of serving the Lord? If God is real, why do we have to do this?
Yeah, like, where was he?
Where was he? We should just be atheistic and just do what the white man do, all the other nations do. But you come to this truth and you understand why, man, that the Lord has set the wicked up for the day of destruction.
That's right.
And that we should maintain our innocency, man, so that we can escape the judgments, man. The reason why we're in this position is because we sinned against the Lord and we've been being wicked, so the Lord set the wicked over us so we can see what the fruits of a wicked rulership can look like, man.
Right.
Okay?
Hey,
Are
man.
you? Hey, the water Yahawashi144, that the Lord beat our ass, man.
Right.
Okay? That the Lord destroyed the kingdom, that we had over there in Israel, man, and we went into slavery time and time again, man. Okay? The Lord didn't let our wickedness just increase and just give us abundance like he did these heathens, especially Esau, man.
Right. Second, to that.
Yep.
It's good, man. Good.
The Lord punished us so we get it out the way, man.
Get it out the way, man, so it don't just increase, man.
Because he meant for us to be righteous. Hey, when you first read Deuteronomy 28 with understanding, that's a breath of fresh air. That's your answer. Because Jake be like, well, was God in slavery?
Yep.
We got the answers now.
Yep.
We telling you.
Right.
We sinned against the Lord and these curses came upon us.
Right.
But it's a sign that we are the people of the Lord.
Right. And that we need to return to the Heavenly Father. And
Right.
guess what? These niggas can't say that they tried the Lord. Not one of you niggas
Right.
can say that, man. You tried Christianity, nigga.
Right.
You tried Roman Catholic or whatever that bullshit is.
Plantation.
You tried plantation Christianity. You tried fucking Santeria, Voodoo, Yoruba,
Right.
all this other
Islam.
shit. Islam, Buddhism, Muslim.
YOLO.
The
Hip-hop.
hip-hop.
Yeah.
The conscious movement.
What's your nationality?
Black Panthers, Pan-Africanism, civil rights. You tried that already, man. You tried all these different revolutions and civil, social movements our people have been involved in, man. You tried all that shit and none of that shit worked, man.
And you just roll out in your wickedness with
Yeah.
no answers. But we came into the sanctuary. Now we understand this Edomite's end, man. That invigorates us. That along with knowing that we get in the kingdom, of course, and our Lord is coming, that quickens us, man. Oh, the Lord got an out for this Edomite. He being set up just like ancient Pharaoh to be brought down. It's all making sense now.
Now you don't. Once you get that understanding, now you don't have to feel obligated to go after the ways of this world, man.
Right.
Okay, because fuck this shit, and the more you separate from it, the more whack it is, man.
Yep.
Okay, but once you keep getting involved in the weakness of this world, you're not able to see the light, man. Okay, all right, and it's like even people that's in this world, or a lot of the wicked are people, they get involved, and they might say certain things, man. About how fucked up it is to be in the industry or whatever bullshit they're a part of. But they don't have a way of escaping their mind, so they gotta keep feeding that demon.
Right.
That demon keeps coming, they gotta keep feeding it. They enslaved, man. They enslaved to sin and death. They enslaved to their idols, man. They enslaved to Esau, man. They enslaved to their flesh. Okay? And it just keeps eating away at them, and it degenerates. It gets worse. They gotta eat their face, and it gets worse.
That's why you gotta have some rejoicing and thankfulness and gratefulness. Fight this good fight of faith, man. Because we have a lively hope. Things that we hope for and believe is real. It's real, and it's about to happen. Go ahead.
Right. Cap was saying about how we're not supposed to look at Esau as, a reflection of what we're trying to be, right? Because he's the wicked. Okay. So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or otherwise as the book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 11. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end.
Right.
Delight not in the thing and that ungodly have pleasure in. But remember, they shall not go unpunished unto their grave.
Right, because our Lord is a righteous judge, and that's going to go with the next verse in Psalm 73, because we got to get the slippery places real quick.
Yep.
And we move on.
So,
Right, you're not supposed to envy this motherfucker. The Lord got it out for this motherfucker, man. Don't trust this motherfucker. You know? No. And be occupied in the prophecies and know that, okay, when the chip comes, don't take that motherfucking shit.
Right.
Because those who take it going to be destroyed when the Lord nuke these motherfuckers. Go ahead, bro.
back to the book of Psalm, chapter 73, verse 13. Verily I have cleansed my heart in vain.
No, go back to 14 to 15. It's like you on 14 to 15.
Okay.
It's gonna take time. You already read that one.
Psalm chapter 73, verse 14.
No, you on 18. Go to 18. You already read 17. Go to 18.
Go on. Psalm chapter 73, verse 18. Surely thou didst them in slippery places.
Yeah, you did set them in slippery places.
Yep. I'll read it again. Psalm chapter 73, verse 18. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places.
Right. So like somebody, it's a snowy day. Somebody walking on the street, it's ice.
Mm-hmm.
On the road, but you can't see it. It's black ice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't got the proper footwork where they just,
Bust their ass.
Right.
Yeah.
eventually they bust their ass, man.
When I used to live in Colorado, man, there was a lot of black ice
Yeah.
on that road. That shit is
Driveway.
dangerous. That shit is dangerous, man.
Yeah.
You don't see it, okay, and don't prepare, you falling or you crashing.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's why in a lot of these states that have heavy snow and heavy
Yep.
snowfall, when the roads get very paved with snow,
Yeah.
all it takes is one car to slip and then the stack keeps coming.
Yeah.
You see
yeah.
that a lot. You
Yeah.
see that a lot, man.
Psalm chapter 73, verse 18. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them down into destruction.
How cast something down. And you see when the Lord, when you cast something down, like if you have a ball, right, and you cast it down, that's a fast, violent movement.
Mm-hmm.
It's not,
Mm-hmm.
it's not. It's gonna be with violence. Just so it does with violence, shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, man.
Cast it down in destruction. Break.
Can
It's gonna come crashing down hard, man.
I get the NOT? Off the shop. NOT, chapter 7, Psalm 73, verse 18. Truly you put them on a slippery path and send them sliding over the cliff to destruction. That reminds me of, the swine, when they got put the spirit of the uncleanness onto the swine, the demons, they went over the cliff of destruction.
Right? They drown.
Yeah.
That's these Edomites, man. They on the highway to hell. Hell from beneath is moved for you. You about to be cast down, boy. Go ahead.
Verse 19. How are they brought into desolation as in a moment? They are utterly consumed with terrors. As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image.
That's it right there. When thou arise, when the Lord arrives, meaning when Yahawashi come back to take this earth, who Isaiah 63 said he coming back? Basra, Edom.
Yep.
You're going to despise your image. The image of the beast.
Yes.
Esau, Edom, the root, America, NATO, EU, going to destroy you. Lord hates you Edomites, man. It's you. You the one who set yourself up as you God. Not to mention all the other atrocities that you've done. You set yourself up as if you was God of the Bible. And then you the people who the Lord has indignation with forever. The Lord said he have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Amalek go ahead and say that they're the Israelites. Oh my goodness. It's like the worst that you could do. The worst things that anybody could do in real life or fiction, Esau has done it in real life.
Yeah. But that's the thing. The Lord put the spirit on Esau to basically try to size up the Lord. Amalek heard,
You're gonna have over generation. I'm gonna call myself an Israelite. What you gonna do about it? That's the spirit. That's the spirit of Esau.
Yeah. That is something else.
That's what the history of these so-called JJs, right? The so-called chosen people of the Lord, they always get kicked out everywhere they go.
Yeah.
They go from one nation, one country, one land, and they always get kicked out.
Right.
Even in the land of Zebulon, all right, Guatemala.
Right.
Okay, they got kicked out over there because they got caught, trying to take little kids and putting them into things that they were not supposed to be in.
Right. See, the nations gave Israelites as gifts because we useful. Put us in slavery. We're going to build up your nation, great workers. Amalek is good for nothing.
Right. Just swindling and then stealing, all right? Market manipulation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always lying.
Always lying. And Amalek's good at market manipulation.
They're too.
Yeah.
He's exposing them. And now, the modern day Babylonian is waking up to the wickedness of why they are so poor and why they're so oppressed. Because really, it's your own nation of people, but it's really the so-called JJs, all right?
And that's why, okay, nothing's going to change because the JJs, the 1948 ones, they control America, all right? And the least of the flock shall draw them out. We're not going to get out of this, your destruction, all right? Your politicians have been bought and paid for by the JJs, okay? They sold out. They sold America out a long time ago, right? And this is the revealing, But Elder Loya quoted this. I wanted to bring this out. Say, we're in a time, man. We're in these times. Revelation chapter 18, and I'm going to start at 20. Rejoice over her. Her is America, Babylon the Great. Thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, right? Okay? Which proves that the prophets, okay, and the apostles are here today. You're looking at them, man. Okay? Who out here is prophesying against America, Babylon the Great, the whore that sit upon many waters, and saying that's just going to be destroyed?
Right.
Okay? It's us, man. Okay? For God have avenged you on her. Right. This is the way the Lord is going to avenge you. Okay? All right. Avenge. Okay, for us, man. 21. And a mighty angel stood up. Took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea. That's that cast down. Okay? Saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all.
Right.
Okay? That's talking about the destruction, man. Alright? Everything's leading up to the destruction. Okay? It doesn't matter how much money you spend, how much rights you take away, how much oppression you give to the people here in America and abroad, you're still being set up for destruction. Okay? Nuclear fire. Alright? And this is what we're waiting on, man. And we're up in the spirit. We're rejoicing, man. Okay? Everything we've been saying, starting with our past elders, is coming to pass right now in real time, man. Real time. Okay? And there's nothing you can do to stop it. So hurry the fuck up, push the RFID chip, come with the persecution, and watch how the Lord defends us and avenges us, man. It's going down, man. Real talk. Nothing but facts, man.
Jeremiah chapter 50. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 21, it says, go up against the land of Merathaim, which is America, all right? Goes into double rebellion or double bitterness, which we know America, America, Mar goes back to Mer of bitterness, okay? All right, it says, the land of Merathaim, even against it and against the inhabitants of Pekod, waste and utterly destroy after them, saying the Lord, and do according to all that I have commanded you. The sound of battle is in the land and great destruction, man. So it's going to be foreign troops over here in America, man. It's going to be battle over here, man. America's not going to be no more known as tender and delicate and the lady of kingdoms. Okay? You're going to have foreign troops. Scripture talk about I will fully lead with men as with caterpillars, man. Okay? It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations, man? All right, so this great warhammer that is Babylon, been going around the world, beating all the nations into submission, will be destroyed, man. Okay? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. So it's going to be by surprise, man. The world is going to be shocked that America is destroyed. Okay? It says, thou art found and also caught because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord of God of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Okay, so those missiles are really the Lord's weaponry, man. And the Lord's going to put the spirit on these other nations, man. He's going to put a demonic spirit on them. All right, you know, a spirit on them, you know, an evil thought to shoot those missiles over here, man. Okay, and blow America off the map. All right, it says, come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly, let nothing of her be left, man. So this is going to be the only kingdom that's been utterly destroyed off the earth, man, by fire. Or you've had other empires and other kingdoms that have been on earth and have collapsed and been, you know, conquered. But, you know, there's, you can still go and see and see their ruins, and they're still inhabited. People still live there. But America is not going to be like that. It's going to be an utter wasteland of fire and brimstone and smoke and burning pitch. And after the smoke settles, it's going to be all kind of desert creatures here, man. You know?
After the man of Sodom and Gomorrah, that's the place that is not inhabited. That's the only other place.
Yeah. It says, slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day has come, the time of their visitation. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our God, the vengeance of his temple, man. So the destruction that's coming to Babylon is the Lord's vengeance for what they've done to the Lord's people.
Yep.
All right, particularly the righteous elect. Okay, or I should say especially. All right, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. All right, which the archers represents these different nations that got nuclear capabilities, man. And the bow is the missile silos, and the arrow is the actual missiles, man. Okay, and they're gonna shoot those missiles over here, those arrows over here. Camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done. Do unto her. And has America not gone all over around the world bombing people, man? Okay, blowing shit up. So what she's done, do unto her. All right, that's what's going to happen to this place. The Lord's going to have a spirit on all these other nations that got nuclear capabilities to shoot their missiles over here, and it's going to land square on America's fucking head, man. And blow you bitches off the map.
Yep.
Okay? That's right. All right, it says, according to all that she had done, do unto her, for she had been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. So America's not coming out of World War III in one piece, man. Your military, mighty men is going to be utterly decimated, and America's going to be utterly destroyed.
It's going to be nothing left.
It's going to be nothing left.
Nothing left of you.
Okay? All right? It says, behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud. And America is the most proud, man.
Who was?
Okay? Of all the nations. Why? Because America is Bosra, man. America is the chief center of Edomite rule and influence on the earth. Why? Because the Edomites reign here, man. The scriptures talk about Esau, man, how the pride of his heart had deceived him, man. Okay? His pride is lifted up. Okay, so it's gonna. So what do you expect, man? What do you expect to happen to this place, man? Okay, destruction. It says, saith the Lord God of hosts, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall stumble and fall. You know, it's funny, man. When you see two people get ready to fight, you got the one that been talking the most shit, talking all kind of crazy shit. And they getting ready to bump, you know what I'm saying? And on his way to throw the first punch, he fall or trip up, and then the other guy start rocking his ass. You know? Then he get jumped.
Yep.
You know? And you see all that shit you was talking?
Yep.
Yeah, you got your ass beat, nigga. That's what's gonna happen to America, man. They're gonna go strutting themselves into World War III, you know, thinking they the man, and they gonna get their ass jumped and whooped, man.
Right.
Blown away, man.
Yep.
Okay? The great equalizer, the missiles, man.
Yep.
All right, and there's gonna be another nuclear arms race, man. That shit ain't over, man. These nations gonna start building nukes rapidly, man. It's coming back, man.
Watch.
Okay.
I was just looking at a report. You know, the last time any country tested their nukes was back in '96. I believe it was France. But after everything that's going on, watch. You're gonna see France. You're gonna see Britain just start testing their nukes just out of the blue. Like,
You're gonna start seeing smaller nations
Yep.
doing it.
Yep.
They want nukes now.
Pakistan's gonna be testing their nukes openly. India's gonna be testing their nukes openly. Yeah, it's getting spicy on the global scene.
Yeah, to shoot them over here to America and blow this place off the map.
That's why you cocky ass Americans, man. Right, you're in for a rude awakening. You know,
That's right.
fucked up, man. All you cocky ass Americans, arrogant and pride. Your days are numbered, man.
Wicked America.
Right.
Even NATO gonna turn on y'all, man. Everything, hey, one of y'all bossing outside. Donald Trump is doing what he's got to do, man.
All right, it
We got
says.
10.
It says. So long, brothers.
It's getting spicy, man. Geopolitics is real, man.
Yeah.
Gotta pay attention. Geo meaning the earth, okay?
All right. Okay. So Jeremiah 50:32 it says, "And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up." No, you ain't gonna have nobody to help you. You know, you're gonna be humiliated, and I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him, man. So all these cities here in America, all these towns, these different states and regions and provinces gonna be burned up.
Everything.
All you're gonna see is fire and brimstone smoke ascending up, man. And that's not even talking about the chariots that's gonna ride on you motherfuckers, man. The chariots of the Lord, man. What you call UFOs will be descending down, sapping your ass, man. You know? Oh, Timmy! Ah! Bomb! You know?
America is the biblical lake of fire.
Yes,
It
man.
is the United States.
Okay? And it says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go. Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause." Okay? All right? So he's gonna get very, very intricate with it. You know? He's not going to leave any stone unturned, man.
Yep.
Okay.
He's going to be up and personal.
Yeah.
This is personal to the Lord, man. You touch the apple of his eye. It's personal.
All this pride Esau has. Oh, yeah, we conquered the natives.
Yep.
You know, we're going to take South America. We're going to take Venezuela. Yeah, we did. We did that to the Negroes, to West Indians, to the Haitians. So,
Yep.
all right.
The
Okay.
Lord about to ride for us, man. Put wrong shoe.
All right, it says that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. So that pomp and that pride, you know what I'm saying, that lackadaisical attitude that Babylon has, the Lord's going to disquiet that shit. Y'all going to be very frustrated. Woo! Okay? It's always funny to watch the guy, the proud but bully, man.
Yep.
You know, and he's fucking pompous. You can't seem to get under his skin or rattle him, and then he just starts disintegrating like a little bitch and start crying. It's always a beautiful thing to watch, man. Okay, it's gonna culminate in America's utter destruction, man. All praises to Yahawashi144. Yes.
You got something, bro? I have one more. Talk about about Esau being cast down. Because he was brought up with, he was given his sword. He rules now. It was all for prophecy's sake. It was for prophecy's sake, but also at the Lord, at his coming, the Lord showed his power. Now, watch how this, it basically goes from Esau, Edom, to talk about Pharaoh, because Esau is modern day Pharaoh. His Romans chapter 9, and I'll start at verse 13. It says, "As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated."
It's my favorite scripture.
Now again, keep mentioning it. Isaiah 63, the Lord says when he comes, he's coming from Edom. Esau is Edom.
Right.
Bajra with dyed garments.
Right.
As if he was treading in the wine fat, man. Meaning bloody garments representing how he's about to destroy Esau, Edom, because he hates them. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? God forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. And we are in these days in which the Lord is about to exact and perform that mercy that he promised to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, by delivering the elect, the remnant of our people out of captivity and giving us the kingdom. You know, and giving us new bodies in which we're going to, the second covenant coming in, we're going to be perfect. We can't sin. The heathen's going to be subject on us. We're going to have new bodies fashioned like Yahawashi144. He's going to show us that mercy while destroying our enemies. The verse 16, it says, so then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh. You see the parallel?
Right.
Esau. Pharaoh, he's modern day Pharaoh.
Right.
We are in modern day Egypt.
Right. All that Egyptian mysticism. You motherfuckers are into to the
Right.
All those Masonic symbols and deceit, man.
Right.
You know? And Esau has always wanted to be like the Egyptians, man.
Since they started to rule, since they got a dominion with Alexander the Great, he preferred to be called Pharaoh.
Right.
Ptolemy was called Pharaoh.
Right. That's why Paul wrote it the way he wrote it. All right. He could have chose Greeks. No, he wanted Pharaoh.
Right.
All right. To show you how these Edomites worship, okay, the Egyptian culture.
Right. And he had to be wise. I mean, this is a book going to the Israelites that's in Rome.
Hold up.
Oh, I thought y'all was doing a TV show.
No. We're preaching the Bible.
Well, we don't want you with.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
He didn't go.
Nah, he's good. Yeah.
I know when we get the power, it's going to be so lovely.
That's why people got to be destroyed.
But he's pride. But hey, what were we saying for the last 10, 15 minutes? He's pride. He's arrogant. He's cocky. He thinks he can do whatever he wants. All right? He's moving like Pharaoh, modern day Pharaoh. So it's all spiritual. Yeah. You know? He looked like he was on alcohol. Like his eyes, it looked like he was, what's it called? He was intoxicated. His eyes weren't moving, man. He looked dilated.
You one of those in the group chat talking about how you hate niggas in space.
Yep.
But it says, so the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. And we in that time in which the Lord's about to declare his name, man, by taking down this Edomite. And the beautiful thing, we started off that they're going to know that a prophet was amongst them. He had us come out and preach in his name. Yahawashi144 is going to do this and he's going to do that. He's going to do this. The Lord said he's going to come to America. He sent out his prophets to do it, and he's going to take down Esau, just like he took down Pharaoh, man. You know? Yep. So with that,
That one, give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahawashi144.
of honor to the apostles, the great millstone citations to the elect. Kwame Yashara.
Kwame Yashara.